All right, let's check in again with Lorraine.
Yes, she is at the comic
Happy Harbor Comics
book haven this morning. Yes,
yeah.
and faster than a speeding bullet. She's there.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, put on your capes. If you're going to demolish a house, make sure you check for comic books first.
Oh,
this is so interesting, Jay.
It was very common, hugely common, but it was common back in the 40s and 50s that people would actually line their attics with old comic books. They were the right size, perfect insulation, and they were actually even cheaper in many cases than insulation.
And so if you were to find a house like that today, you would find hundreds of comics.
Potentially, yeah.
Perfectly preserved.
Very, very well preserved. And there's a lot of people who've made very good lives for themselves finding those old homes.
Okay, so why are old comic books so incredibly collectible?
Well, it's basically because, they're a piece of history. A lot of the old books, Mickey Mouse, Woody Woodpecker, have become ingrained in our culture. So you've got the age factor, preserving a piece of history that just accumulates value. It's like any object over time.
Okay, this comic book, literally a book, is award-winning.
It is. It is actually one of the first books to win a global literary award. It's a perfect all-ages book about a Chinese-born American.
Comic books have gone historic?
Biographies of characters like Malcolm X and Louis Riel are very popular, and they're books that are making their ways into schools as great ways to teach kids.
They capture modern pop culture?
Absolutely. So many TV shows like CSI, like 24, getting their own comic books.
And a seven-year-old did this book.
And it's very, very good. And even in our own book, our Tales from the Harbor book, we have a local girl, 10 years old, who did her own story as well. So it just goes to show you're never too young to be making comics.
Okay, or you could give the task to cartoonists or comic book artists, and we did this less than an hour and a half ago, and you've got the page fully done, do you?
Indeed I do.
Should we go through it?
We can.
Okay, this is the story. Lorraine Mansbridge here in downtown Gotham City at the scene of a most heinous crime sometime last night. Our staunch defender of our city, Batman, experienced every citizen's worst fear. His vehicle has been egged. Why? I just had it washed. Fortunately, our crack investigative team of Global Television has found the perpetrator. Superman, how could you? Because you're a big jerk, Batman. That's terrific for like an hour and a half. Take a look at the other one that Bob did. Bob, the Batman, staunch defender of the innocent. The Batman uncovers a crime scene involving the missing news team. Ooh, this is the case of the ratings monster. The Batman finds a clue. Interesting. He races across the city as if a man possessed. Oh, of course. The missing Oops, I can't read this upside down. You go ahead.
The missing news team. Only he would be so bold and so vain. The Joker.
The Joker did it. To be continued. Is that a lot of pressure to do that in an hour and a half?
No, none at all. It's easy when you're half awake, you know.
Which is about the state of Bob right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Rudy, thank you very much for participating in this little project.
No problem.
That is really well done. Have you ever done a book?
No, I'm actually working to get a book of my own done sometime this summer.
Wow. Well, there's quite a creative team and community here of people who do cartoon books and that kind of thing. And if you want to plug in, give Jay a call because they have all of those comic jams and everything else. Thanks for opening your doors to us
Well,
today.
thanks for coming by and giving the world a little insight into our hobby.
Wow, a hobby and a passion, Andrea and Shane.
Wow.
All right.
Comics.
Well, I just took up that passion. I'm going to show a little comic I just whipped off right here, Lorraine.
We found the missing news team.
Here we go.
Look at that. Andrea did that in like 2 seconds.
I just whipped that off in about 25 seconds.
25 seconds.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, we're having fun.
I'll bring
so
a
much
cape
fun.
for you. I'll bring a cape. Have a good
Excellent.
day. We'll see you tomorrow.